So we just woke up today. It's about 8 something. We're gonna have breakfast now before we leave for Trinidad, which our car is supposed to arrive at around 9 here. 8:30 to 9, so we have to be fast. Go straight to Trinidad. We decided to do this little detour to the Nicho Waterfalls, which is supposed to be very nice, very beautiful, and good for a swim. So we're gonna take our time to arrive to Trinidad today.
Hola. Hola. So now you have the full breakfast, right?
Yep, I'm having it. Eggs, avocado,
Fruits, eggs, toast, cake with honey, coffee, mango juice, a bit of salad, a bit of journal. Do you like it?
very tasty.
I know we'll have to eat because the taxi will come early. So.
Un cigarrillo con... ¿Cómo se llama?
Cara.
Cara.
With bellies full, we started driving towards El Nicho Waterfalls, a driving distance of 1.5 hours from Cienfuegos. The route to El Nicho was very scenic. As we were getting closer to it, the urban scape started changing into jungle and mountain peaks. We were now in the Sierra del Escambre Mountains. When we arrived to the park, we already had our tickets, which cost us 10 euros each. We had 3 hours in total to be there before we had to go back. The jungle around felt like we were in a tree oasis, and the temperature was a bit cooler. We were very excited to go and see the waterfall. We started exploring with a couple we shared the taxi colectivo with. We were stopping every few minutes to take pictures and make videos of the landscape. The color of the water was this turquoise beauty that you only see in dreamy places like in the movies. It felt so relaxing, and it was going to be our first swim of this trip so far. Our plan was to hike up to the viewpoint, see the panoramic view, and then go down to enjoy a swim. There were a few people, but it wasn't too crowded. The water temperature was cold, but we quickly adjusted to it. We spent some time enjoying ourselves in the water, cooling off and taking pictures of the waterfall. drying and enjoying the view, we realized that we were chilling next to a snake. We tried to stay calm. We quickly wrapped up and went to the other side of the pool. After freshening up, we started heading back. The path was relatively easy to walk, and we took our time to enjoy the surroundings. We were amazed with the natural beauty that Cuba has to offer. This is a place that we definitely recommend. In the car, ready for our final destination of the day, Trinidad, the most picturesque city of Cuba. This was another 1.5 hours on the road, but we were refreshed and fully recharged, so we just enjoyed the drive there.
This is our house for the next 2 days here in Trinidad. This is the cutest room. Cute, clean, fresh. It's a great terrace. Look at that.
Where are we, Jara?
I'll tell you right now. We're in Trinidad, in the center. We went in, what was it, Casa da Música. And we sat there because it was the only place with saldo. So we had there like a couple of cocktails, like, how is it called, the local one? It has a different name anyway. Canchanchara, something like that. So the basic difference is that instead of sugar, the mojito has honey. Which makes it interesting. If you have a couple of them, then you might be a bit happier than the usual. Yeah, so now because the sun is a bit lower, we're gonna walk a bit around and we're gonna try to find the viewpoints, you know, take some pictures, and then we're also in search of Wi-Fi because our Casa particular doesn't have Wi-Fi this time. She told us about a public Wi-Fi, but when we went there, there was no Wi-Fi because it was disconnected, the router, the public router that they have.
Because of electricity?
Yes, they have also, here they also have like blackouts. They had in Viñales as well, and here every day for a couple of hours. So now we're gonna search for, we're first gonna see the viewpoints and stuff. We're gonna try to enjoy. There is still a bit of people that they're stopping us here. It's similar situation with Havana, but it's really nice. It's very picturesque, the city and stuff. So we want to enjoy a bit and then to find a place to have a dinner.
Very good.
So we're here on one of the highest, I think, viewpoints of Trinidad. Just saw it on the maps and came here, so it's very nice. It's after the hot sun hours. And on our way here, of course, we got a bit of the usual where are you from kind of type questions and so on. But there was this lady that she was, I don't know, it felt a bit different. And then we started chatting a bit in Spanish. And she was asking if we had any paracetamol, ibuprofen, or clothes, old clothes that we could give it to her for the kids. And then we asked a few questions. We got a bit deeper in the conversation. So we found out that a lot of these places here, restaurants that are called hostales, are owned by the government. So she explained to us that people that work there or own these, partially own these places, but they have to pay the government. And also the casas particulares, anything to do with tourism, they're the only ones in the society that have enough money to buy things like soap, pencils, clothes, shoes, these kind of things that in Europe we take for granted. So she was asking if we had anything, and we were explaining to her that if we had known before coming to Cuba that these were things that they would actually need, we would have brought something with us to give it to them, basically, because in Europe it's not that expensive, these kind of things. So I think it's a good tip for you guys if you come here to just buy a few things like this, like pencils, paracetamol, ibuprofen, these some clothes, old clothes that you don't use anymore, bring it with you. Because they have kids, they have families to feed and to take care of.
And candies, all the kids.
And candies as well. Yes, I forgot about those. They call it caramello. They were asking it. So if you have anything like that, just bring it or buy it before you come. That's not too expensive. It won't cost you much. For us, we didn't really knew that it was that big of a need. That's one thing. We knew that you should bring something, but we didn't know that was that big of a thing. And the one thing we had, the one pen we brought or the one light torch we brought with us, we left it, we gave it to people in Viñales where we were before. So it was like 1 in 1, so we don't have any more, so we cannot really give anything. So that's something to keep in mind on your trip to Cuba.
It was dinner time. We were hungry and we had to look for our friends. We had arranged with them to meet in Trinidad, but because we didn't have Wi-Fi the whole day, we didn't manage to text them before. So we started strolling around in hopes of finding them. And we did, by accident on the street. We finished the night enjoying some live music in one of the terraces of Trinidad. We walked back all together to our casas particulares, trying to take some pictures of the moon along the way.
So what should I say exactly? Like we're on the top here, etc.
We're professionals above
And
all.
I was gonna say we just had the conversation with the lady. This would be the point of the video. Is that
I guess
okay?
so.